Today on the 50 Pound Brain, we're back at an undisclosed location to finish up this Mustang. Now, things have happened between the last video and now, and we'll just let the owner run it down.
Okay. I made a little list here to make this video informative to help others maybe. So of course last time we put the welds in, plugged up some holes. So I ground down the welds a little bit and I used this to sand them down. I don't know if that comes out about right.
Yeah, it looks good.
Just a 60 grit on a 4.5 inch grinder. Then I put some plastic, painter's plastic in to keep the dust off the headliner, getting from under the dash and everything, because I was going to sand off all the surface rust. So cleaned off the floor, the surface rust. I've tried a couple different methods, but the best was a pad like this, and that worked great to sand out. I went through about 3 or 4 of those. Okay. Fortunately, the label's not there. I got it at Lowe's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it was, you know, like this and like this.
Oh, wow.
Started.
Oh, wow. You did tear it up.
Yeah. But it did great on taking off the surface rust. Then to apply the POR 15, you have to prep the floor. So you put some degreaser down. You can see on the floor the holes are opened up with the plug, so I was able to just rinse it out with the hose. That was a nice little easy way to clean it. And then I used the shop vac to vacuum out the puddles to let it dry. Then you have to apply greased acid etch is next, and then rinse that out the same way with the hose again. Let it dry and vacuum out all the pools of water. And then I applied the POR 15, set aside a day, started in the morning, put the first coat down, used a small roller for a semi-smooth surface.
Yeah.
And that worked great. Applied the second coat in the afternoon. With the humidity that day, it was ready in about 4 hours to the touch. It didn't stick to your, you know, it was still a little bit wet, but not to the touch.
Tacky, yeah.
And then, just because UV light affects the POR 15, I went overboard and went ahead and applied the Rust-Oleum enamel on top of that.
Is that the blue? Is that what the blue is?
That's the blue is.
Okay.
And again, that was overkill, but you know, because the carpet would have been there and everything, it wouldn't have gotten any UV. But I just because I could do it.
Yeah.
So that was the paint. One trick that I was watching other YouTube videos is the POR. If you put the top on and you have anything left from pouring it out and the groove, it'll
glue the lid onto it and you'll never get it open.
Take a rag, wipe it out, and then some cellophane, and then put the lid on, and you're good to go for next time. Because I used about 1/3 of a quart on each application, each coat, and then I had about 1/3 left, so I can save that for next time, and I can open it again. And fit in the platforms, mark the holes. I did tape where the before I painted, I did put tape down and stuff so you could get back to the surface rather than pulling up the tape.
Okay.
And, 9/32 holes for the plug welds. Weld through primer I applied, and then I put the holes where the old spot welds were, so I don't have like new marks underneath on the pan.
Oh, gotcha.
To kind of blend in with the old spot welds. And yeah, you fit the pan to the floor. They fit pretty nice to begin with, and yeah, I think that's it. Just little tricks I came across that I thought were helpful.
Cool.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Well, let's get at it. Okay, pedestals are installed. Happy owner.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Brain, aka Mr. Brain. Yes, thanks.
All right, so, oof, I'm getting too old for this. But yeah, it looks good. We know its functions. We know it'll hold a seat.
It's in the right place.
Yeah. So
That's great. And a little black paint over the
welds.
edges. And
Yep.
It's going to be pretty.
Yep. And it's gonna be covered by carpet.
And you'll never see it.
Exactly. So, all right. Thanks for watching.